I mean, you are selling you need to be sayable. You can tell them in Yankee because you need to change it. But the political party, it can join. The can be a baby called no, it can see. It didn't call you a party in Simono. I don't know what about though, a very principled person. Because if you are a young property, or then an obedient party with Yaman. One, your experience. You know, the mass number party. So then we correct those mistakes. It's in every day, they be able to here a third force. Or the division, or the Baba to Ghana for name. Not just the first, no, or your NDC, NPP, another political partner. If you another idea, even a political party was it, I don't know, Biruba, I don't know, Biruba, Ghana for Butumo, the A. You are showing NPP. You are showing other political parties, but them political party, in once, it's in one summer worker, national one plan, I was out to war. Or young Kofa as Ghana, she wants to go to Ghana, but not just Ghana for another choice. On the other, the only young boss that the Hodama, no, this time around, you have a choice. I call other countries are. Most of the time, there are two parties to Romina, then suddenly there's another test force that was able to have. Because it is not on yards one day, there were parties and there may be an extra one. As a born and all parties, none also by onto them. Because on Yensi nature, also, I'm better as an on, Obatana walk or one castle party. So we are coming with new ideas. We are coming with new vision, a new mission, and core principles and values. If you did a marginal, what is saying people are in the new view? Them core principles, we
are very optimistic, sir. 2028. Said the Monya provisional certificate. I'm waiting me and common name. Now establish a constituency offices across the country. More, sir. I'm waiting me the years I did win now before 2028.
Oh yes, there was in the power. And when you put it, then listen with them. Or because of this, then if you want to listen with them, so shall sign away. Or business on sin with them. Until we say 10 years in Bono. As an able to they have to sit in the Manila into having a constituency office in what the constituencies are in Oyaza, yet one upon I, as in she said to Aquima, or in Chebia, I bear them given. I'm a 2028 contest elections.
Would you say Ghana for a better Mwasem? Ghana for the Ghana Beshamonsa, say 2028. Woman, I'm ready so.
Obia but Nazi, and this button Nazi after this 4 years, or what I want to ask Ghana for you, and people what I want to ask me, I about and ask Ghana for. So Ghana for that can ask them on a sort on our soon. No, if you there, Yabra, NDC and NPP. And see, I feel young share another political party. I think I'll Ghana for one soon. Then Jimmy and Paul Ghana for one to about my chin, I want to about my no more. Ever can you're not so much Ghana for. There, and this was obey day, and people obey day, cities was obey day, and she obey day. The Mazia day, when you want to man. So you're quite gonna put trouble man now, ever don't ask. So what say? Well, we want to go to about political party for that. No, so I want to argue today. In the Obio contest down, or when you soon know, just there, obey Yaman. The man, the business for them elections in with there. So I am not train last time Ghana from the Ghana for to me. No few there, Mr. Chairman, to be a it's all up. It's democracy and partition. It's not just about political party. It's about the leader, baby. Because Ghana constitution offer two political party or the two leader or the main purpose as president. In the MP put one candidate Baba, and this one candidate Baba. Alan Chamaton super baby, or Menapia. And you ever compare them or your leaders, the one of who's Ghana be not their political parties per se, but one casa leaders in terms of one character, one credibility, one competence. As I said, but now like yes, maybe more party A, more party B. Now, so say, people with the president, the Moko in weakness. If you don't understand, you go to Mushunko, or when you see, or when you see, or the Najim Buya, there's the Ghana Shannon, all track record. Why you be that? There's the Ghana Shannon star. There, Ghana and calling up to Marco Name. You see, yes, now Ghana for him. So the baby, if you are what NDC deputy to work for one. The Tambia NDC MPP, Tambiana, it will radio, Cartree, NDC MPP. If you are for them, somebody is looking out there, Obunia party for people being join. They will use some of the interchange elections, we'll be able to make the impact. But as to whether we can win or not, our Ghana for one and ask someone else what to man. Who knows? You can win.
Before I make our kono, I would ask you again, say, what new? And Alan Edeba on board Ghana for who be the near 1 2 yanka we mum. Alan no waba as independent Ghana for who no. Dien kranti and afe all cofa mon yo kuo dia kata ne ho a ebe mana ye soronko a eno de Ghana for hwento abama no.
Okay, I mean, say, go back to the last election. For the first time, all political parties are organizing our manifestos was a woman. NDC had their manifesto, MPP had their manifesto. For the first time, we went for change as a plan, a great transformational plan. I believe in the manifesto to more money to put. Or money the other way to put in a plan. Until I reached then, what they were building plan. There was side plan. Baby, as a planning, come on your year. In the manifesto, now you just promised to don't train most for Bayazano. Oh, no, you did Ghana 32 years or 33 years out. So I agree. For the first time, we have introduced something new, a plan. As a tour, let's say a social plan. Yes, the pay Nigel may pay on your coffee. The Ghana shall send us a plan and was based by the Ghana Butumpu. And two, as a financial you want to take away this winner takes all politics. If you don't do that, let's go outside the box because Ghana for us, go in depend on your politics. But political parties will mean you are the meaning pay in their position you are the meaning pay when your politics and want to them position instead of politics into a man. So much question when you win the DBR. Yeah, but politics in such a way there. Say Ghana, you know what they win in Zealand and your politics in power. Or they know also back why has been popular one in Zealand one elbow ball man Ghana so that one only politicians and a political party to go to the man. So we're bringing out something new. So we want to break this duopoly. We want to break this winner takes all system here practice. So we want to use plan. So we want to introduce what is called enterprise economy. Enterprise economy, actually the economy, who can be the one that we want to
okay.
I should still be in one of our show, Mr. Usu Enterprise. And that means enterprise. So actually, the money panel on sharp and acid on Yejuma, but Nanka will be in Yejuma. The Ghana, you have one performance will be in Yejuma. All the advanced countries are enterprise economy, South Africa, enterprise economy, South Africa, enterprise economy. I have a talent, Chamanton, Apam Dadaa, only of their president now, on the above, we take over the economy of South Africa and operate the full year. About 7 people are invited from all over the world on by advising to restructure South Africa economy. Mr. Chamanton was one of them.
Okay.
He said, I don't know. Okay, start here. Enterprise South Africa. Osman Mandela.
Okay.
So, that is the kind of economy there. But I'm school on said actual certificate, actual application called Juma. Name of one to my attach to Juma. Only something new. If you didn't see the Baba Boa or Ghana.
Okay.
Now, what's the kind of question like this? The movement never bear for example. I don't know whether you can help me with that question again.
Sir, where did Kaya Kobida? And I Ghana for say Omon Peno 2024 so go gina ye and I amfa Dien Kwan I just say or the Amanyoku Batana one dia and the Ghana for better man.
Yes, in fact, Abla extra movement, a lot of people catch in there. For being here there, a better political party, so that we can even have parliamentary candidates or contest in the name of the party. Simply, originally the idea was to form a political party. The time was too short. If you the teacher, I a political party, you get an opportunity to present parliamentary candidates for some constituencies, and that's all the constituencies. After so, a political party in terms of contribution, for IPAC, for example, any candidate, you are not allowed to IPAC meeting. But a political party, you are allowed to IPAC meeting. Ababwa, also you are born a shaping democracy. There's certain advantage you have when you are a political party. The more advantage you don't have it when you are an independent candidate. And I believe you're trying to ask them a Ghana for, and I want to repeat this. Any political party and some two Ghana for on the same. Ghana who's going to be business will see the two parties here one boa. Then more third party being our Trabamana. Ghanaians will decide to do that. And I trust Ghana for them listen to this, them 2016. Mr. Mahama produced election with almost 1 million votes. And then 2020. Also, the Obama elections for a second round. And also, end this where they will win parliament, where it's a parliamentary seat, or time, only independent candidate will make a difference, 2024. Party 2016, Olusi with about 900 to 1 million votes. If you win it with 1.7 million, Ghana will decide. I mean, take this time around, we'll feel party daily candidate will present you. When young Kofa as the Ghana is also to Ghana Queen, okay. Let's what trouble he can be president.
Mate,
I want to see Ghana into our president. The president on any party who go to parliament. They are most Ghana by power parliament to check the president, but why you make the Ghana. I'm looking forward to that, and maybe. But I'm so thinking that president only majority seats in parliament, parliament can check him so that Ghana can move forward. Okay.
Anglebo, you're not saying near fire and common here. Yamia do much now. You're about to come home, not near Bessibiano. You didn't come away. Why? Right. Abusia Nipa and Nebon come away a Backman, one a deputy communications director at the Movement for Change. One more thing Yamia do much now. One more announcing new political party. Yeah, unimnyam for Alan Kwadwotre Manten wada no eno wo mode ba eno ho nkomo ene yakwakwabo ede amawo no na hyene nsoma me say ye kan nyina no se wanya ya toothpaste ene ne brush ne bi ede aka ho amawa na enema enkoyie kura wo hunu eno nti bomodin na pa bi na fachu usen na enkoyie emfama wo ya toothpaste ene ne brush no eno ne papa ya ebetimi abo amwo no munyina atie kama na ne manyina atimi akoye dia ma wo mkro ye yi ena sompa obi bas no ye ne wo mkro eno nti nyame ya adom abosumi ne da ye twato okra e wo kana sudwom eye ahia yen na ye ne ya ase ato kase no woni ye nyina nso meka mom kama na bibia enkoye gi numbers no bia na won so wo pa bi na watu aton eye 0501 619 588 0501 619 588 Ena 0501 390 338 0501 390 338 na fe onim panin abo ehon enkomo yebeto ankomo no so ede amawo na yenkwa homa no so na fe ye ne Dr. Abdul Jalilu Ateku wono eye political science lecturer ewo University of Ghana Department of Political Science yene no enkobo ensemi emu enkomo Doc Otimenka hot bite is in Sompa 106.5 FM so ewon kran memo akwa aba o
Dominia mejo so na mo what is saying
Nyame adom ye ho ye pa na won so e
Nyame adom me ho ye
ye de radiase Doc we de ye nkomo bi na taw ye je wadwen kire kakra de afiri ho okay onimnyamfo Alan Kwadwotre Manten a wate ne ho de free NPP amonyokuo mu ekwati Movement for Change ya wode kwagina 2024 elections and na wasande abase nyame yade mo chena wo ye transition from movement to a political party baby a wotie say political scientist and as a political science lecturer wo need as well ana wo bibia baby wotie no Ghana fo nhyɛ dan hunu a no nti so free kwantakro any movement mu e de be ye political party a eno de Ghana fo begina to mu ana
to me da say if our feed is in chat here for was a machine and said I'm fanchina ya mo fanchemi I say yes. Democracy, political parties, key pillars are certain democracy. So, if a political party is some form of political party, I think it's a good thing because political parties or so in terms of maybe holding government accountable, maybe ADNC, political parties, other political parties, those that are in opposition, alternative views, to me, Abua or Minona, another ruling party, so on body as sometimes BBX, via political parties, Ombe, Mekacha, Sebia, and I'm more opposite. So they have so many other things in terms of policy and a bit to me. So if a political party is a political party, I would say at the back. So I was say to the process of forming political parties. It is almost all those a year. I think that is good because one who is a question say whether earlier was the 2024 election. I think before then, by 2023, after the contest within the NPP, or is here, then obey the movement for change. So we're using movements for change as a vehicle to mobilize voters. So to mobilize Ghanaians, say, or more will be I was say Ghana for Eto Apa Emamu. So, but because it was a movement, it was a political party, we don't call electoral commission where you would say he contested as an independent, as an independent candidate. So now that they are forming a political party, so at the clarity about that political party, because forming political party, I was saying, what are your ideology, principles in a way, and all those things should be within democratic, it is another democratic principles. So as a political party, after for me, one will get to know what name is that political party, and then sooner or more edina. So we share the new party, for example, or more ideology, or we share the NDC, or more so away. So for the new party that China on better at the Ama or Mino, and then to say this is where they are going. Maybe or no coming from the MPP, so we expect say you leaning towards maybe center right and I say BB, or would there be is it going to be a moderate and I say is it going to be like maybe one of the leftist parties? So we are waiting to see near Alexa Martin and the group at the paper. So I think it's a good thing because people once you have that and then clear, it will help you in your mobilization. But so whether political parties are more edible and no maybe example for the 2028 election or say that is where the challenge is. Over the past few years, the NDC and MPP have become the two major parties. We say among the smaller parties, they struggle to find or to fit. And it's normally that is one key feature. Say political party, and that's for mine. If you get to a point where a duopoly, for example, is established, one of the key features is that it leads to the disintegration of the other parties. And since NDC and MPP have commanded this person, galvanized this support, push in all the elections, basically they almost now go to me and they keep swap. It's always around. Between 80-something to 100%, only two parties. So Kakrape that smaller parties there. So I do not see, in terms of winning election like presidential, for example, like 2028, I wouldn't see the new party now more forming that it is going to make a significant impact here. But there are several other rules, functions that political parties, or my own so to answer your question directly, say, I don't know Ghana for the share, so maybe no market to be a lecturer maintaining the party. I must say, when I was saying, looking at the evidence now over the past few years, and the Ghana, I do not see that happening with a new party now.
Doc, me that's a pan and sana me ja obreni ntino. We no dangerous edema amanyoko na ofri mu ba NPP no. Sansa wo hwe 2024 abato na. Binum susu se NPP senior massive defeat amo consider ye nyina no. Emu fa no nso bi fa se ala na oman treat ni ye a otwe amanyoko no nipa ni bi ede koye. Na we are all political party obey executives ni ade wobetwom nyina fa kese de free MPP mu slippery road and MPP for say wa manam so na.
Well, I think say on that score Osha vote now like Tramantin in the national elections last he got just about 32,000 plus votes, like less than 3,000. And that represents about 0.28% or so. So, in that election, but said that I'm fully matched. But the fact is, say, even though, we share on the results, if you want to lose that to Jaja, sometimes with my mistake, because one, as a ruling party, another one of such big 10 parties, will be key person from the party. Ever out say me come home and that person any kita for be so many things against that party are certainly affectable. So you can't take that away from the fact to say or more ever out from the MPP, and have the effect certainly because it's not just a matter of leaving the MPP, but in similar amount for and other key persons now and then amount of you are not organized. So why would we look for other alternatives? So certainly you will never take that impact from it. But as to whether it is going to continue, and then looking at as a political party 2028, whether Alan maintain will be contesting again, maybe looking at his age. But even if he doesn't contest, I think it will be an opportunity for other people within his party. Party to me as maybe he can be an elder when he can contest, can be an elder to support in order to see if a party in the night show. So certainly you can never take that out. So because if they were part of the NPP, I think certainly they will be singing from the same book. All our decided they are no longer. And even till now, if you observe the movement for change from a modality of communications, some other others who appear on national television, they are very critical of the MPP. So we show is the MPP ABSC, and therefore they were not fit to be. So Obia Money no come. People who believe this party think that more problem. They cannot even resolve their internal issues. So certainly some of those things, certainly will affect the party. But now that come from a party of their own, so I think that maybe there will be some decrease. We only hoping that normally political parties of that nature should be holding the government in power accountable. Right, because at the moment right now the NPP is not managing our resources. It is the NDC. But so whether they will do that or they will be speaking, somehow maybe along the NDC side against their own party. I am saying as we move along, we see how they are going to conduct the affairs of the new political party that will be outdoor tomorrow. So yeah.
Okay. Doc, my anase na yemfa yenkomo nsia enim se efri chine kono nso no wo munya ye unveil ni wiese ekimu a ne wa kire bia no ye besa ba no aboa yenkyiremu kakra. Right. Abusia ni pa ne bon komo Dr. Abdul Jalilu Atiku wono political science lecturer Department of Political Science, University of Ghana ene no abon komo nti also to ankomo no so ofie na we ya no adwane e wo Facebook ne so na TikTok Sompa 106.5 FM Accra na the comment no e de ato ho e de ama medimafo eba center daworoma ono so ka ho e ne yesom wo yade bia adokro wo adwonkulaize wo na ope ba bi papa do ani akire ne the time ato so ahwo ama bibia ya kama no ya na do ani akire e wo medimafo eba center Dr. Time da so wo de bre ebeto yade so e de ama wo yade bia e ha wo say ye stroke ana say osisi na ye oya uchepe ujonku e na adwonkulaize typhoid malaria kidney failure hypertension awo na ma monkwaje amadibi ewo medimafo eba center so ye owo poku asemayira enkran he ya me patcho ne numbers no 0244 774 282 0244 774 282 and 0500 727215 0500 727215 uko kumasa nso a ebuako agogo woni aban sukuu no ho no na edi enimhwe wono madawroma enwuma ko bia dawroma eka ho nti mayena ne ye ho simamra we kura de ni botata mi ensampe ye ba kase ne nto aso ye de mawo
we ebusiafo yento hot boy kasia no so enwumre efa emamo ne yeto so dia na yeremu wo bra hyebedwem dom kuma ya won mo no e na watre won se e de agu Rasam George so na wo kire se wo hwe ensem a ekoso anye wo mu de na Ghana fo nso senka yeti ase pa yanke ebefo won so ni nyina da eni se dansen da eni Rasam George wode beto obonten se wo hwe eye etetigo Ghana yade se wonom ne eye teresefo no ba beto kese se be ya dwumedi ahodo ya wondie ni nyina no betimi akoye fise eye tikro we no so ade aya na emia na menkomitiri mu pro na wo mu ka mu ntam apam ano a enke betimi aboa amon dwumedi ho nsam ama Ghana fo nso kita hode ho nsam no etimi agina brane asem we nenam so amadom kuma no kire se we eye krokro de job pa asa ban ne pese ofa kwati kwan so anase ensase bi na woton Ghana japade ya no ye eltetigo no na wode etimi ema telesefo ne no na wode wani ekiremu ewodom kuma no afemu a ne awokasa ewo bedweko ye no ebonkita hodie ene amaneboso ewo eyemro hyebedwam ho brekro na wode wani kiremu ewo pandai abato mpesua so ewo etifi mantemu a wono ene womra hyebedwani yewra ni monyamfo nyindam wono ene kasa ya kire sesa asem we so betena wo pa ama no ababefa wonom sase de ene lala yenkwonkwotie nsem a wode tu dwa na woton kran so ede ama Rasam George se so obehwe no woton a eho nsem nyina da won famramro hyebedwam na won sini brekutire se be ya eho pomasi brema pa obetimi asi ede afa asemi ho
possibly legal action. We therefore remind Telecel that state assets are held in trust for the people of Ghana, not for the benefit of private interest or political expedience. Any company that chooses to be complicit in such an irregular transaction should be prepared to face reputational damage, legal scrutiny, and potential nullification of any agreement entered under such circumstances. Further, it is our position that the whole transaction is unconscionable and failure to desist from engaging in at Airtel's own rates. This is not merely about the sale of a company, it is about protecting national institutions that have served Ghana diligently.
Ranking member on Parliament Committee of Information and Communication Yewra Matthew Nyindam wono SI ayemra hyebedwane de ma this year ya wonom ewo pandai abaton pesua so atifi mantemo na no disem ene twagu ye
arahosemu abeto dwa ene se ejahwenhwen bi atonam so ema warehouses ahodo beye mienu ewo Spinters main road no so de asedwuro ben wo manfo sika ya ahye ewo ejahyehyem no enye asem kuma odumgya adwumaku ewo Ghana ha ene wo mo bossa amane no wo mo ekiremu se biaye bi efre ho Techi Plaza ya eno no ewo Spinters kwan yi eso no eho ena eja no etoye na odumgya adwumaku no ekiremu se wo mo nya akọ no anche ene wo mo sesa wo mo kuku ni wo mo kaka ekọ ho se wo mo kwakohwe se eja no wo mbetimi adum no so wo mo koduru ho se de na eja na no odin esifa no oba ye Facebook page no so a Sompa 106.5 FM Accra ye de video no ato honom ya obetimi enya bi na wahye na wo se wo mkodru ho nse de na eja no ano sifa ye den no na esese wo pemwa efiri baby foforo nti nungwa tema metro station wo frɛ wo motorway fire station wo frɛ wo ma wo de wo makande nyina ba ho ebeboa ye donhwere mienu entem ansa no wo mutimi edum eja no korakora na arehosem abeto odwa ne se eja no se de na esifa ehye no na firefighters no wo mu baako ba bia no akohye no na ano odin kakra enti wono no wo praye na esese wo de no ekopie mu ewo police hospital ewo Enkranhanso bambofo echem se a doctor fo netimi aye adwumasono ahye se owura no ne ho ebetimi atono na ne krakra mu ewo Enkratai mu no odumja adwumakuo no edo manfo nyina ase se wo mkoye enipa binum so e wo potem ho ya no wo ben saa bre no wo nyina ba beboaye ema wo mutimi dumja no nti asida piesie so enko enfama wo mu
yentoa ensem ne so na yemfa ye ne nkyeremu ewo ensem fufuru mu ukopie mu ewo odoben ewo mfimfi mantem wo hen popro ya ho na nakwa menyako okra resi ya otoso dunson wono na yekasa wo kire se ubepie mu odoben ne mpotem a ahensem amampuntu abonsa na yese bempradu asajonso abo akokwa no nti wo hen popro ejina so mpaka se so toto de asre asuye ya ehwe ahensem ensem so ewo manga na mu se wo muntwo mani emfa emehwe odoben sanse nia ekoso no ema eniema ka ayese eba wo mpatam no abo wo pa ni nyina ne se na wo twetwa mu ya wieye asafo ekuo bi e wo ho wo mudi ko yantam mo ma nipa nsia wo mu prepre mu odin pa ewo mpatam wo ni nyina ya ahensem ntia we wo benkum we wo nifa eno mo koka bo mu ewo center na wo mu wie ya wo prepra eno obi afa ni pra edi ko ni fie na wei se wobi edi mpuntuo kurampo eba ho a wo wese ne mu nyina mo ntem ho ase no a nyaade a wo de sampuntuo no ba eno nti nana kwa menyako okra resi ya otoso dunson wone so mpaka se ebon komo no de nsam eto mpani animu no sei no ka no.
It is uncalled for anybody to say that beating as a drum and running the town. It's about calling for war. This happened last Saturday, and then the mine side and the other family get crushed, and a lot of them get injured. So even as I'm talking, we are still in the police that they are making investigation concerning who attacks or who brings, and I'm hoping that proper resolve will come so that it will end this issue of the other side raising up all the time. Even though we've got the ruling, they are still perpetrating and making the situation looking as if they're still the most powerful, like they have a power, or I don't know who is behind it.
Nana Kwame Nyako okra resi ya otoso edunson wo hen popro ya wo odoben e wo mfimfi mantemu nene ene yetiye
afen yentu fani afri ani nkyeremu e wo bantema abato mpɛso so asante mantemu na adehia ya wonom etebro no ne so ho no e na wonsa egu wonti ya wo twadwo na hubua pa no kyerɛ sɛ adware wonom ne nyina ne sɛ ya mane boni ya wotonkra efra asante mantemu ma ye ba wabedu e na ni kyeremu wo ho wa bra enurada anadwo no arehu sembi esie ne nyina ne sa brantie bi efra ne sɛ kwesi komi ya wanya mfinhia no be sɛ aduasa mifo bi ya kyɛsɛ nipa bɔfo so eka won ho wonom nyina to kese ama ye kese wakwaje abrantie ne nkwa e de afri ne nsam ya ma wasi akwaye asam kese ya kyɛsɛ adehye wono mo se enye we ne kunya wasi ne nu ana enne sanso no da biara da ya obesori bia no ene ya wosori ahomache ase eta oso ne akronfo tachi amwafo ene etata wonom te wosra da se police fo wonom petrol team no se wonom ebo apra womia wontam se be abambo ho nsam no emu be yire kete ama won so asumdwe ya wohwehwe ewo won potem ho no wonsa etimi aka
no matter sorry na bibi say sibro no out so dia say ese oyem show because e betimi ato bia so I say say ye careful ni because ubeda sorry rules out to pomada na de be chi na onyonko da abontre bibi say ato na yem be show ade bambo nsem de ofo mum we nye kun na ye kunu by aside that no bona kronfo we kwase agye ne back 5 am kura boni agi obi back we say omo ye be market no
the beer bread because how much da ho kura bet say comfort antiemo ayege omo bags ni ade ti ama ehun de the beer bread nyina because sorry how much onim de obehia wa bonte ti ehun de bread nyina wa
Area so yonko da ene da kwasia na sese bia so se bia ku ye de ne yonko nyi ene no eno ntira kwota sa aboa bi sini nua so wose sore ne so wose ka che ne se on sore ye so esan se wo free ne so ano wan hwe ya na wode ne ni e kire wo so bantema adehie bi ano disem ene yetie ye
Yeda soa ejina asante mantam na kokobo ano odin na akọ ediama edwedifo a womudu womudwuma ewo keyetie dwakese no emu na empenifo a eda edwano ano ene de sa kokoboi ema wo se ade biara a won betimi aye na ede ejahyehye ebeba hode enya de se wo mpenifo no won besoso sanse emfie mienu ntamunie se eja eto honom ena enye de di kan kuranie wo honom abetise esi eja to keyetie market wo bekono na brania soja wo ho na ebi nu anuane na ebi ye ne wo mpese wo moye na wo kiremu esesa niema no a akoso emfie bebre no wo mu de sika dodo no a na ahyemu ansana saa ensiesie sunkun kura asesi a ekoso ewadwane mu no wo mutumi eye panyi kwankyerefo ya odakege tia market na no eye Owura Ernest Afayam wabra wo mu kọ hokọhwe sede adwumadi a wo mu edie ewo empotam wosifa ekono saa hyiamudie no ase ene wodi wei eto Sompa kase anim
enam ejahyehye nsɛmtene yɛn allow my for wooden structure so wooden structure be mu ne yɛ hu a wo de ahwekra yɛ ma wo trend ɛna yɛ kɔ round so wooden structure bi ɛwɔ bia ɛfi ɛna ha so yɛn no aduane ɛwɔ bebia yɛwɔ canteen designated area yɛn no aduane tubera canteen wɔ first floor ɛna second floor wontimi nkɔ no aduane wɔ shop bi ɛna yɛwɔ nneɛma bi a ɛyɛ fire ɛka flammable why ɛnyɛ saa nneɛma no yɛn toto na yɛn allow ma yɛn fam bedwanu easy in a bit ma catch fire nti ya yes a no man o nti bedifo na nkasa ni ma ye den ya nipa na no moye obenya so dinfo enu nti na ma assembly na ye be proactive say de be ya so this akwa be ba na ye be prevent answer na ye
Onipa yekotie ni sesei eye managing director ya oda kejetia edwano ano Owura Ernest Afayam
Yetwa ensem no so na National Identification Authority wonomo ena den kratase tenten ede aba na yebo ne tofa mu a wo mo kire se ukopie mu ewo national service a wonomo a enei wo mo ye omo service ara se wo mo ye bie portal no de ama mo kwakwa mo service no bi o ho a wo mo national identification card no a wo be ye ho update kakra ene so wo be access ye no wo mo nyanya challenges kakra ewo ho no nti wo mo ahunu sa challenges no ama na mso mama bie help desk ewo ho we ye emwa table ya wo mo asie na wo mo asi ewo National Service Authority wo mo headquarters ewo airport akra ha ya no eho no wo mo de akwakosie eni bi o nso no wo mo san e de ba akokra e de aka ho ande e friend say personal information update service point eno de bia na o Ghana card no kura kita wo no eho nsesan ye bi nsakra ye bi na pesa wo ya no nso so ubetimi akosa no ma ye de ama na emom ni nyina mu no ubetu Ghana sika no kitwa bi sidi no be sa aduosia pe 60 Ghana cedis na o de aboa sa adwumadi no na bi nso ena efuaso yanka ema Ghana fo nyina ante se district bia na mansini bia wo mu na se ena wo ho na pesa wo kwa sa adwumadi bia no a ubetimi akoho wo mo ahye adwumayefo a wo sa district na se offices ni nyina se wo bi ba no ye national service personnel na wo ba ba yesa adwumadi ya maka ho asem yi bia e wo ho a wo mo nya ne tenten enfama no fast track sabe ye obetimi akọ no akwadi ne adwuma kama afi ena efuo se wo mo de numbers bia ba bia na wo bekọ no na bia wo bi muremu na okakra wo mpeso obehwe ana mpo se uhia wo bi amana boa wa odi kan je numbers no 0302 999 303 ena wo ho ena afi 0302 999 307 0302 999 309 enu ya numbers ya wamode ma sefre sankai bo nyina no yera William Ampoma Dallas Emmanuel Kanedine ho wano ena epani kwanchefo we nkita odi ensem so ewo National Identification Authority nensa ena hyase
na yemremwen ewo MPP wasuru kokroko amanyoko ne munipennum ya wonom so asa wahwene so se okropo no edodomie ne afia ye ba besim ne bosome no ya edikada etwato no wonom ekọ primary so makwakoyi emu ba ko sebe obekitimi ekita franka ede ama wonom na nipa emu ba ko ene Yewura Brian Echampon wono so ye kase ya no wafre ensentrefo ede nsem atudwana na asem a wokanyina da no ene se asem a ye kan ya yɛtsɛ fofo a yɛtena ho amenada no yɛkwaye sɛ yɛanhwɛ na sɛ dua no yɛnto ase a ebre bi a eni echi na bɛba bɛwɔ yankase yɛ ne di asɛm ɛna wɔkasa de afa ho wɔkyerɛ sɛ galamsey ho nsɛnsɛm ya enei empanyifo ahodo atwetwe wuro wɔnom anim de ɛne wɔn mpo asɛbie so nsɛbieku wɔnim de no ɛnhyɛ dan kwa akyi wɔn nyinaa hu sɛ de si kɔ no sɛ yɛanhwɛ na yɛnto ase a ɛnɛ yɛnso kurampo no wɔanhwɛ bɛ kakra no na yɛkra de afri Burkina ne amama ahodo so ansa na yɛnyanso panom no yɛnhwɛ na yɛnto ase no na sɛ aban ne hwɛ na wɔn declare state of emergency na kyɛ sɛ baabi aduru de aduru adwoa fam pieto brɛme ɛne ayɛnyanti aban ne hwɛ na wɔn to na mɔpɛ bi ebetimi asia no kwan no ya nyina tete ho asɛ aban ne nya hwɛ no wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔno de wɔhwɛ punctuation marks ahodo na ɛdɔɔso yɛwɔ question mark de wɔwɔ yɛwɔ exclamation mark de wɔn ntiamu de no ɛne yɛwɔ ɛyɛ kɔma anasɛ kama no ebi wɔ hɔ ɛna full stop wɔ hɔ na full stop no ɛna nei ebi tiamu sɛ nkɛbɛ yɛ aban no ɛmfa ɛnsina state of emergency no na wɔno de wɔn kasa full stop no aban no ɛde ma na kyenkyena akye wɔn famra na mmom kɔma ne de obetimi apɔ so na bia bɛɛ sɛ bosome miɛnsa 90 days aban no sabre yɛ nkaka ne tete na ɛnkɛyɛfo pɛbrɛ yɛ ne ewiem nsakyera yɛnte no akɔ ne ɛyɛ nsutɔbrɛ no wɔn fa saa bosome miɛnsa no ɛnsi wɔ sɛ ɛfuma gudi etuo no mu obia ɛnkɔ asase so wɔkɔ akoto bi na ensuo yɛ ɛtɔ ne yɛnsuo yɛ ne yɛ wɔn a ahono potɔ no saa ensuo na ɛtɔ no ngum na ɛntwe fi ne nyina nkɔ na wɔse yɛ ne saa ebetimi aboa ama galamsey no yɛnto yɛbetimi anya ho faso wɔ abra yɛtuo nanso no yɛntimi ɛnsɛ yankasa yɛgyapadeɛ
90 days, rainy season, let's clear our water bodies, let's engage how we go back to mining. We cannot stop or repair the tie or the track of a moving train as fast as it is speed. We need to agree, and I'm not talking about state of emergency, that mining, regardless of where, should stop now for the next 90 days. Let's regroup, let's rethink, and see how we can launch back into responsible mining. If our food systems are being poisoned and we just look on that we prefer to make the money, the people will not be around in a very short time to try and address the situation. So this is something that I believe answers to general security questions.
wɔ afeya kyɛsɛ no so edi animu no ne nyina da ene sɛ wɔkyerɛ sɛ abana ɛba bɛba no ɛpanyimfo bi ne nipakuo bi ahyɛseɛ ɛde ho ɛnsamo ba abɔnten sɛ na ɔno kora no kɛbɛyɛ a wɔn twensɛn anasɛ wɔn sansan sɛ ɔmo bubu ɛyɛ asena na ne kyɛsɛ nkonta na sɛ 1% pɛ ɛna nei ɛnka wɔn ɛto abana nkobenya wɔsi agorɔ no ɛne fam ɔmo nya nduru park ne so ɛno nti no sɛ bia wogyina baabi na wototo boaba park so anasɛ sɛ ne deɛ wɔne wɔnom ɛnya adwen bia mu nso no wɔnom ama yɛ sika nsan ne yakɔ akɔto aba de ama no wɔse saa nkɔfoɔ no so no wɔne wɔn ani twaka ɔno deɛ ɔgyidie ne awerɛhyɛmu sɛkia ne ke abatoɔ no ɛnkɔ awieɛ no na wɔno ɛna ɛdi nkonim.
I don't intend to sponsor those in my favor. I'm sure that shouldn't be any doubt that if I wanted to, I could. I think that the polls are on the grounds. Go on the grounds to the actual delegates in the constituencies, and you get the answers. I'm here in this campaign office. Many people come with their polls that, oh, you are winning, you are 90%, you are 70%. Give us money so that we go and put it in the papers, put it on online portals. I'm not interested in any of that. I mean, I've seen some polls that put me at 1%, and some aspirants who are not even going, who have not left their bedrooms at 20%. And it's quite interesting, some of these polls. So please, I'm not concerned about that at all. The day of the election, January 31st, we will all see what the real polls look like.
Ebreni drew wa ena yebehwe de obetimi edi nkunu no no de wɔkyerɛ sɛ Rabra Champon wɔno abato no wɔ mugidie ne awerɛhyɛmu sɛ ɛbɛkɔ awieye no no wɔno ena afa nkunu mabotire no ɛde asoane nsɛm ena etwagu yie.
Amanyosɛm ne mu na yɛda so egyina na panyini baako a wɔno so ɛhwɛ so ɔmanfo ɛbɛto aba ɛde ama no na wabetu franka ɛyɛ Owura Kennedy Ejapon wɔde ato dwa sɛ wɔno ɛnɛ wanya akwanya no sɛ franka tuni anase presidential candidate sɛ wɔbɛ gyina hɔ na wafa phone afra wo mo a wone wo mo ekọ akansie ne se we die baby adru no anye ya mame enti ma concede defeat wo se wonye bi da kopem se abato komisa ene ye constituency etwato e wo bia ya hodo abato na koso bia no agye se electoral commissioner no apemu aka se asumesi anase wo benten wo no ena adi nkunim ansa na wo be concede sa defeat kro no a wa concede na se eyanimsem se nanse mo wo mo a wo mpese wo mutu franka no obi ade ne campaign se ne nam enti obi a eton na sem se de be ya de be to ganafo asum ne be ye wo mo de na wo mu hunu se be boa no eno ene wo mu be yie enti Kennedy so ede ne de enamfa na nsama hodo a wode tu dwa ne bi yentie
me the way I see your MPP and Yabia may be they charge me treason because of MPP. I will never do anything to destroy him. Now, from 1992, when was say body and soul or didn't seek now who then name dear Abua MPP party a chair making a Japan. Now, me create we are now I call Aquasen. Your party. Obi obabia wantini anka adwuma ho asem na obeka Canada Japan onye presidential material onye say look let me tell you we need bold men ye hia kukudrofo NDC for etutura asem no wanya obi anani edin na wantimi anko face NDC for ye besa opposition the mesra munya kukudrofo until say ye beka the last constituency. Semini a presidential candidate. I will never accept defeat. I will never until the electoral commissioner comes out to declare.
Entienne efie dukura na abato komisa no we ba be declare sa pepepe ene wo beye no na chese savana mantemu aprobo a wode akopie ho ena yekotie ne nka no na enye no kwa wode nkrata bi so apia bonten ya owura Kennedy Japan ebo amane se weyi campaign administrator de ama adwuma no enti wukọ ye Facebook page no so a statement no eno ene da honom na panyina wabo no din so wo mehye sa adwuma yi so eye Charles Cromwell na nabanyi onua wonto bisiu ai enti wono ena wabo ne din ti se si a ade biara efa campaign ne ho ensama hodo e ba bonten se bia obi wo asembisa bi wo how bi adwenkyere bi ye obepese owura Kennedy Japan wode be kan adwuma no ho netimi aboa ne campaign no a ene empacho ukohunu Charles bisiwa wo betimi etie wo no atototo niema enti e ho akonia ba nyina no ono ena sesi a wodi adwuma no ahye ne nsase de be ya adwuma no a wo moye efa campaign no ho na bekoye na nkonimdie etimi akode ama no
ye free campaign no muni anko thank you to na ya wa thank you to no mu a we ye NDC for de no thank you to no gusu a ya ekoso na no mu ena aban krache pani ya ogina mu ade hye ahafo ano south east mensi no mu ononyamfo Nelson Isaka ya ba wo ka kire awofo ya wa ahafo ano south west woni south east ne ahafo ano mpotam ho nyina na bia so Ghana fo nyina so se ya mamma edachi ho hia mo se onya wan cedi enfa nkoto ntoma enkase mekwa akwa makeup wobrekwa oba ne di ye wobrekwa oba no wobekọ suku wono akura wo hia buku hia atweredua na nso maame bekwa akoto ntoma ene ye ntoma yi efiri ya mponten bra so besi kwasi manim ho ni nyina wo bi wo kyena obesa akoto saa de na enye eno nti wonya
ye mana ya wo no awfo ya se de se boa ya maro obi ero Oscar obi ero Oscar obi afi no we yani se de ya ade chi awudi no o sa ko wa no se ade chi ko na bo ba bi se ma ba na bo ma no nko e den o ko su na mo ya ni ye den enko ye ma no ho ma ye nya ye ma ni ma o mo 1990 basa o mo na da chi ya ndi so ma ni ya da chi Ghana be e su ba be den e be bre say ye be e ti jamfo say be bia anext for university dia kan ye ni etibele minia MP akaya ajwa pa say saada no ye be si aka ho na ya prepare be fa so a ye ne aban pe fo be ti sawfo ne enya life ya be ti be ho INS training
abusia eni ati ye ya ban crash pani a owo afano south east mensino mu onimyamfo Nelson Isaka ya ba na ne kurakura mu no ena member of parliament ewa hafano south east one wa onimyamfo Yakubu Muhammad wono so de kakra to so no akira manfo ampotem ho say chip compound wa wo mo asua so mu pebie no woti wo msufre
see a rat, yet me just scholarship in my program. Yabaye, I am for so near, am I people? And I who said, Troy, I just want Papa, a go with him. Sometimes I say, I open that car, a free I'll do with him. And I'll go. It's a minute this year after a woman. The common father, Abba, first and second. And project I teacher, I'm on the street. Korea Wilmo, you be sitting compound. Come on. And your mama will bring you.
Abusia wey onimnyamfo Yakubu Muhammad wano mrase badwani edema adehia ye wo Afano South East mensino emu wani ya mane boni Ebenezer Owusu ansa and of course ankrato ya wono so toma ne yen wa hai
Sonia enwumesua ayo omabi achi bremo no enam so ama eye oman sudifo ya obetena adwaso brebia atwemu mampani kofidie wo kofo adwene oman enwumesua ho ekyerese enkwada ya wo basic school no wo hwe wadidie mu a eye na enye bibia wonom de beto aduane edi sika kakra no eye to da bia wofo ni bi entimi enfama wo mente no na aka ho mamofra no esuku kɔ no entimi enwie mu peye ema enam so the feeding program no eba ye sebe ya nkwada no so no ene wo besuku betimi anya aduane ede ahye won yamfrum ye wo yefrum ma na watimi so asuade ede aboa omayi enkankro na omayi sudifo ahodo ya aba woni nchi nyina da aye bia boa ama na feeding program no eya ade a eda so agina ne na so na emprempre de wo pa ne se wonya ntotoyefo national coordinator enfama sa adwumadie no eye maame Hajia Fate wono so ekyerese Rajon Dramani Mahama mampanyin sene wasi esi ne bo aka ntamadi nsie esefa woni de besie bia no obehwe ama sa agina sie wese etimi atena hoda no wahye mo kena no wono se wo ka asisu dua se eye aban no asem o kan ye no eye no kra na woba ye kra no ene dokono kra po mu nim se aben no wohweto sa ahye a wotimi usa aben woba ye no na eye sika no 150 pesos akwada bia adakwa aduane ede ma no ebo ya na ekosie no wase aban ya tomu ede akwa akodo 2 cedis nti no ni nyina da ekire sampa abai we say waya krado so obehwe na watimi amadwumadie no agina ho ne nto obo anasa ne nsra hwe ya wode komu ewo bunu epoye mantemo ekohwe sane enema esi ekọ ewo mensina hodo mu ewo dwumadie no ho no ene nam so Hajia Fate wakasa ye efa ho sei
me say as a national coordinator no Masede say me call round emia bebri na mahwe de ekoso ewom say me wo me regional coordinators omo ye adwuma me san wo me national team a me kan omo across the country omo ye monitoring but was say me as penimu no mitimi call round na me hia empanyifo a omo boama school feeding adwuma etimi ekonanim wo ba na wotimi bisa na ohun ne enko yi a omo betimi de atomanim empanyifo na omo so wa ha say omo ye adwuma na omo de ba na ahwe Odi way by ye call ye so ampa almost we na ye problem say na ebe ye na ye de atu yie na chese ye nyina ne ye ka ye ti bomu a na ye timi aye adwuma no ama aye fe bese mete fa ko a de ye pese ye hu no e bia ye bete nso na memfa mani hu
Abusia Hajia Fate national coordinator at the Moscow feeding program no ena okasa ye na headmaster na se cheche for penyi ya wono eda suku ya watu ne dinse St Francis de Assisi Catholic School ya no ewa Santa so ewo Techima municipality ne mo no wono so ekasa ye mechire yewra Ajako intim Kofi Charles wono so ede ensem etudwane nyina no eye ni so de ensem a woto ede ma empanyifo ene wona wono anuane ema nkwada no
I am an Egypt because I think that this is the first time I meet something of this sort. And until Meneno didn't come office, me catch and say, at was and Cabeboy, I be my caterers no, I set it up, even if they are not up and doing. Na Abba say, you know, I be my caterer and also say, well, you be any and so no be any be any. I be man set it up, say, no, I'm very national coordinator with me from Abba, and until near me, you know, as a semi year. Nti abeboa ama aduane omo no ano omo no ani nti e mani JP pa na men so men na ka senke be ye possible mentimi nya no for night but every month and everything bia no on visit her
na dia yeti na no di semi eyewura Ejako intim Kofi Charles wono na ye headmaster ya woda St Francis de Assisi Catholic School ya no Asanta so ya no ewo Techi microphone no emu ne kura mu no na papa ye fra no analefo ayalega wano so ejina eye akuafo ya won mu asanta so nyina da de abasobode ema aban ne se nei wo ba ye won fudi ahodo ya wodua ye no wa ma no anya kwa ma obre anya brego ya aban no eto nuane afiri won chen de ama suku enkwada no
anokra be ma ye no ba ye nokra ye nya amanfo mbeto because they say no be say buru kra no boy fo ye nya obi obeto ye timi dok be je duru mere bia na abu ye nya obi obeto nti ye nya we no say na ono so ometo bia abe ma ye no ba ye nokra ababu ama to because aye ya na ye do nti na ababu o I won't say to her major so because you queer for now. Yes, I don't know, man. If you have to cook room, no, be how about 12 boy. So, Lord Fair Corana, I better so because once I don't fact could be think I have a boy about energy.
I will see yet one sem so at the amamo.
Na yet was one or Yako Ongaho, Niako Jibi, Yakope, Chichingano, Mepacho, Namno, Augustine, and quite now, yes, still now, no, Adriano. Senya onga ne womua tumirika udi jai kope onga sisia no ne papa no bia na me kan unhye de huna de kode eye ne emaduane ye de eboa ma awogya de emaduane ye de no eno ho asem na me kan no ne mema ne pe we ye ne a ema mema hojo ba ko ne bidie no timi ma mema bu 69 enye kura anu nti na ye num sei na ye mpa abontin de nanso esan onga nti ye kwa na ye onga nkwa de a ye bedi bi me pa cho efie aduane a ho ye no Senya onga me pacho de ye ne saa me man bedi ni saa promasi do fada roma enom de aba ya enya na e wo dwaso pamade kopa bito na emwa wo e wo jade ma waduane ye no enko yie pa nanso bia be ma ufiri adwuma mu a wo kofie wo si wanu mu ato malaria chiw won kasa no aduane no kra no nya wa kono nti de whole day kra woni di ena wan hyeda anya adwuma waposo no waposo twetwon uhia time herbal mixture eno ne betimi aboa na yi sa wa hawo ya magboso nyina e de afiri ho so na ho atimi ato kama time herbal mixture no eye e de ma wo bia titru pa ne ma ne mema wonu monye mfinhia du nwotwe kro no wo mfinhia du mienu e de kro no wo nko a na enyo ba pemfo na ba wo ma akoda no fuo obi abetimi anom bi afei wo ba da meka enye se wakoto wigi kese de asi utiri so ana se utwi makeup na wo ututu spray ahodo kese agu ho na emom se wa himfie ho nya kwasi beba no obekọ kwajo beba obekọ kwabena beba obekọ Mr. Chirakra ono so bekọ mesra pa uhia time HH mixture ene ne capsules no eno ene bebo apa na atimi ayisa ohawe nyina de afiri ho so na bibia atimi akoyie e de ama asem wa ye kan nye fedi agro sanse sa himfie ho nkoyi a bema ne beba akọ na agusuti we BCD mu onse watra ho abese mfie ne ohoni awade awade ho aye den ede amaho wa momodin na wan kope time HH mixture ene ne capsules ni bia ene ma beje nsrepe ede amaho wo dwonso nso wa dwonso ya wo so eno de woba ana bema wo bia etimi nom dwonso ya no se betimi afiri ho so a eye time HH mixture ene ne capsules ene betimi aboa wo KNG heba yo de no eba ye say na kache no bia na wo pebie to aton a o de age number si 0244 417669 0244 417669 na onimpani abonkomo oba no wo yo ba wanya 9 years ana every 9 edikosi 14 me pa cho 14 half of one ka ho 14 ho no a ene agina mesraw se wo ngo HPV empane ani bia mane nko health center sesi a no nko wo bi sesi a ye mpon health center bia be wo ye campaign no wantimi anko wo bi sanse bi kura na ne hododo no wantimi ango bia mane nko entwa mu o mane nko wo bi sesi a Ghana Health Service for say pania no still eye free enye na e wo chip compound health center hospital ene ya asabia bia wonim no eya ma aba ne nko na wonko wo bi kama na yemfansi kokram ya eto awtwa na no ene awtwa ne mu no yemfansi ni nyina anokwan wono madawroma ene ne ye oba bi te yemfa sedama won na ye na ne ye ho sima pemra ye ba ye de kase ne beto aso
Medo edrano pa wutimi to wo boase etwitwi wusi o ado na so ni se me de yas toothpaste ene ne brush ene twitwi mesima minya homka same thing na bokoi na me dear me all time favorite Yas herbal toothpaste and then a brush aboa me ama say menum nso a enyunu anasa de ehia me sem fimfem me biem
na won hwese me si aye fita sesrechi ahoma na et brightens Yas whitening toothpaste and then a brush and me di hwimese
enti na wo se efe na Yas total care gel toothpaste and then a brush ne de ebo wo se ho ban demu ne nyina ema wonum ye sham.
Oh yes, enu kretrodo Yas herbal Yas whitening any Yas total care gel toothpaste and the brush abusuan chamfa
se wo peduduo 2 e won kran ha for Leicester Ghana Limited e wo 050-161-9588 Leicester Ghana Limited and the
Dimafo Pokwasi Maira Accra Dimafo
ene adwuma no mpɛ sɛ ɔmanfo te ase no wɔn ahyɛ sɛ wɔn bɛduadua ennua ɛwɔ mpɔtɛmpɔtɛ mo sɛ de ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛbɔ ɔmanfo no so ho ban
ene adwumadie no apart from say yɛkasa kyerɛ dɔm sɛ de ɛbɛyɛ atorenchem hono na ye kire won kwan on befa so a ana hia se nipa biara ebetwe no ho ana obebo no ho ban firi atorenchem hono ye sign de ye gina so enedai aduadua nnua ewo schools ahoro bebre mu se de be ya nnua no bebo school no ho ban afiri emframabone ho na afi so ama schools no susu mu ayefe enti sa adwumadie ye nnuadua isoso ye de kan adwumadie ho
ene ya yekotie sesie eye Owura Salifu Brahima ukodoma East Mensino emu a ono ene kwankyerefo a woda nadmu ano
afe yemfansam no enkopie mu ewo amanone na awotwe a etwa mu no mu ede ba besi na awotwe mu no ene yebo wo kase se die Donald Trump adawromenti upie mu ewo Gaza wo ne Hamas ntokwa no mu a se die asomdwe bu ano omguso no me kakrakra na enti ase apam no mu baako Johnson ne so ne omo kan ye ne se eyi nipa womo eye etukotena na ekun yi mu nti womo kokan ye ewo Gaza ye do mbaba Hamas na Hamas fo nso de Gaza fo de abre won exchange na bibia akoyie se ne nipa no wote ase se wawu so ma fa no domum wom de wom nyina beba say one more trase no ma yemu kama sans wo mo hwe emu no a aba ya wo mo ahunu biempo ewo Nazareth Hospital ewo kan unit no a wo mo nhyɛ da nhunu no yie because ebi no wo asa ne a ye kyekere wo mo ani ase ayo mo ani ayade bi no wo hwe wo mo sisi ni hwe ne wo mo aye no a ya bro wo papa mark ahodo bebre edada wo ho nanso wo mo mpre wo mo ho enkwaje ma wabreko a ebia na anyo mo dia wo mo de samfo ni nyina beto kasamfoni so e de atoto internet so ne ade se be ya wo mabusuafo behunu no ho sampa ni pasmasi yeni no anase yeni no we abusua we so na ye gina na anwumre yi efri no onum mpamu e de besi sabre kase no a Leicester Company Limited adawroma wo so yasene e ma ye de bre wo na ni nyina mu no so medimafo ba center so ebo ye chidom ma ye besi kase nyina kama edema wo na anso ho a promasidor fo nso ede onga mama is open hand ede be so yemu time herbal mixture na time HH mixture enso bo ayen e ma yetimiti apo na Ghana Health Service nso papilloma virus won pane ya homo wo wom de nso be kan ye ho e bo ayen ma yetimi ede kase ibre mo kama e wo Sompa 106.5 FM so e won kran na ne nyina mu no Sompa 93.1 ewo Kumase nso gifa mu ayiko 100.9 ewo Kumase wono nso gibie na Danfopa radio ewo France wo ma hin Paris mu nso agiye etefa mu nyina kama na Sompa 101.1 ewo Takwa Sompa 103.3 wo Takwa de Sompa 106.1 wo Tachiman 98.9 ye Sompa Sunyane Sompa 90.7 ewo Nkranza 101.3 ewo Doma na Fe Kingdom 106.1 ewo Mankasim egifa mu kama na Facebook no TikTok no so eno so Sompa 106.5 FM Accra wo mu nyina so gifa mu a ewiase amansan nyina tie na fe YouTube no Sompa FM live enso gifa mu na odi code na so sunya yetie ye ewo Sompa FM www.sompaonline.com so ensemi dodo ekogu ho no aha ne adini nyina esie na poso bia wote ye ene se
Dom kuma ya won mo no hyebedwam no ede atoye Rasam George anim se won hweye ewo Elta Tigo Ghana sane a wose wo pese wode ekaterese no sanse frakadan bi wo mu a osusu se ewo se ohwe ne ye
abeto jase ejahwehwe bi ato namso ama warehouses mienu ya ewo Spinters main road no eso no ahye
wanyene papro award oben na etuto de srese mpanifo mrai na ahensam adawromanti empatam hompuntu abowompa
Yamani boni ba obedo nso to nkrefra santemante mo bantima ne mpotemo wo bambo so nonko pese mo yire ede ma wonom wo kunkum ene ewudi ahodo a ekoso enam krono boso nti
Sara nso na ote yese Owura Kennedy Japan wode atudwa se wono won concede defeat da kopem se abato komisa ebeka se asumasi anaso obentin ena awini
Gaza mbepre no so wo mo ne Hamas ntokwa no so one more idea, then so one more did exchange, no man for size something on community. Na one more 8 me in the camera, and son no met me identify bodies no. Way and then someone who do be and a can one, ye day ever some way. Yen Marty and cano ye me. Obrempong na Kweku Ampoma Mene.
Oheneyere mame ekuya yabuwa esiama bronya enafi.
Ajua asare yadamu nyina ase amamumu eniti.
Mamenka bibika